Welcome back, everybody, to Edgington, the city on the edge, here in Timber and Stone, beta version 1.52. Huh. So, we've got not a terrible lot going on, but I think very soon we're going to be having all the bricks that we need left to finally finish the roadworks. Obviously, we've still got a little bit of problems there, because there's a couple blocks that are still there because they would have disrupted the patrol routes if we got rid of them. But I think Brad's just about to do it. Oh, he's too short. A phrase I've used quite often in my life, or at least heard. Oh well. Nonetheless, I think I'll manage this. So, last time we talked about self-care, because it was something I was in dire need of, given recent events. And you're seeing this about 3 weeks, I want to say, something in that region, after the terminal events that's caused this, which, for those of you who are not following along in the preceding video, or are not following Quality Time, was that my grandfather sadly passed away very recently, and you can imagine that's had an effect upon me. So, with that, our subject for today is grief, which is not something I'm honestly very experienced with, because I'm quite fortunate in that the very, 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 very vast majority of family members that I've grown up with and know are still alive. Until recently, I had the full complement of grandparents. In fact, where are you off to there, Samara? Apparently you're doing the same thing. Okay. Well, our road's now done, so yay. There was the cancer scare that we had with my grandmother on the opposite side this past year. Oh, and yeah, looks like we are out of mining to do. Ooh, camera axle is now a level 10 camper. Congrats. Dig mine. Let's just get rid of that. And then 2 over. And 3 wide. Okay, did I get that right? Yes, I did. Okay. And a little bit more here as well for good measure. Hey. Right. So, let me see. I've had a next door neighbor from childhood die. I've had several pets die, but it's definitely a lot different when you lose a grandparent. I mean, I can't say otherwise on that. You two, come on. Okay, one of you, hang back. There. Oh, you're moving a lot. Ooh, you're injured as heck. Jeez, Garrett, why? You're equipping items, apparently, because you're missing a helmet and an offhand. And Willow is just moving along. And is also doing some stuff. I guess we are experiencing changeover of shifts right now. So yeah, I'm just sort of experiencing this for the first time, more or less. I mean, we've lost people here in Edgington a few times. That has been painful, to say the least. In some cases, we've lost people that we've known for over a year in here. A good while longer than a year, in fact, in some cases. In fact, I think I was I doing Edgington during Chaosville? There's a thought. Have I known some of these people since, like, my university time? There's a question for us. I know we've known Samantha and Bernard for a long, long while. I don't know. But, I'd known my granddad from, like, virtually from birth. I mean, the guy had been in my life for more or less the entirety of it. As one might expect of a grandfather. And he was always a lot further away geographically than my other grandfather, who is currently doing okay, despite having had a heart attack some years ago. And there's a tale in and of itself. My granddad, who has a heart attack whilst driving, and caused my grandmother to say, I don't feel well, I'm going to drive home. And then we had my other granddad, who's no longer with us, of course. The big story I have with him is that he had what became known as the yearly assassination attempt. Because he didn't quite put the expected amount of care and attention into fireworks, as one probably should. So on a couple of different occasions, we were over at his, on holidays, and we had fireworks, because it was like Halloween, pretty much. And I think in one case, a Roman candle, I want to say, is the particular model. It's a firework that shoots up, basically. He had that in the backyard, and my brother, myself, and a couple of cousins, we have a lot of cousins on that side, were watching it, and it fell over. Which would have been okay if it hadn't fallen over towards us. So my brother hides in a corner behind one of our taller cousins. Another cousin goes darting down the driveway. I think he gets shot in the ankle. And then there's just me in no man's land being shot at by a rogue Roman candle. And then I think the next year, it was like, oh, these fireworks are all damp and no way they're live. Let's just chuck them on the bonfire. So that was my granddad. Maybe not the brightest bulb in the shed, as it were. But, oh boy. And he was always laughing. He always had a joke. He always had something cheerful to think about any given time of day. Smoked like a chimney his entire life. Never seemed to bother him too much. And he always had this he always had that pseudo-asthmatic kind of a laugh. Where it goes raspy right at the back notes. That might be because of the smoking. Probably because of the smoking. It's just... We have a merchant. Do we actually this time? Yes, we actually have a merchant. Okay. An S, where are you? Clever. Wolfram. Trip. So that's an S. There you are. Well, you're far enough away, so you might as well go switch over now. And there's level up. Have we fixed up this roof yet? Yes, we have. Grand. And I don't think I can just tell this to dismantle, so I'll have to select it. Okay, there we go. Easy. Alright, so that's 2 buildings. Well, 3, including the archery, that we never seem to use because everyone's always on patrol or something. It's a nice full dormitory with a roof and everything. Nice. Storage cap reached. Need more building cards. Or I need to start building things again. Let's build outwards, shall we? Build. Cobblestone. Is that? Yes, that's just regular cobblestone. Okay. I don't know what'll happen if I reach the edge here. That's my concern that I need to bear in mind. Presumably, if I reach the edge, we're going to start getting monsters coming in from here, so let's keep a little bit away from it. There we go. What else can I say about my granddad? Enjoyed his football. But then my grandma on the same side does. Although I think they both supported Scunthorpe, which I know very little. Oh, hello, we have a new resident as well, apparently. Maud, level 3 engineer. Also decent infantry. Fairly good miner, tailor, woodchopper, stonemason. Wow, multi-talented. Overeater and clumsy. Well, I'm going to accept you, Maud. But I'm afraid that that's not quite your name. Your name is, in fact, Paper Craftian. So, welcome back, spirit of Paper Craftian. And Let me see, what should I put you at? I mean, we have an engineer, we're not doing terribly much there. I'll put you on infantry for the time being. And I shall have you standard guard positions, and I shall put you on... actually, let's have you operate siege weapons, but let's go combat training first, and I'll put you on our changeover shift. So I think... I'm trying to remember how this works. I think that's right. I'll have to check Garrett's to be exact, but I think that's right. Oh, and here comes the trader. So welcome! Welcome back, Papercraftian. Where's Garrett? Aku, Rafe. Garrett's gotta be around somewhere. Okay, what are your settings? Oh no, you're... okay, you want to give us 7 raw stone in exchange for 7 wood. Decline. You are an evening fellow, by the looks of it. Okay. Who am I thinking of then? That's our changeover. Okay, you're a morning. You're also morning. Okay, there's 2 people down here. Willow. Okay, you're spinning with their sleep. Merchant will give us 3 flaxseed. Okay, sure, that's better at least. Okay, so you're... that's an interesting shift rotation that I don't recall putting in here. Okay, so you want night, midnight. Dawn is where things actually change over. Midday is where things also change over. I am completely lost as to what's going on here. Okay, midnight and night. But you know, dawn and late night. And then midday and late morning. Those are when we have the changeovers. Apparently there's a lot more points in the span of day than there are night for some reason. But that is 4, so I guess I'll take that. So where... that's Willow. Where's Paper gone? Paper. That's Samantha. I am having trouble finding our new charge. Is that you? There you are. Okay, Paper. Hey. Gotta match you to Willow if we can here. So afternoon and early morning off. There we go. And your behavior currently is to combat train. It's also dusk, which means you are currently not sleeping. Grand. I actually think I might want to reverse that so you're sleeping most of the time, but for now, just go off and train, please. I can work it out later, it's fine. Oh, jeez, I'm sat here talking about my granddad, because grief is a real thing. And then one of our members comes back from the dead. Oy, you couldn't time it better, could you? Anyways, particular samples. Just a little Google notification from my tablet. Right. So I guess I can be slightly fortunate in terms of saying that my granddad wasn't really in my life very much at this stage of it. Who's this? Oh, we have another person. Okay. Criminy, they're all coming in, apparently. What What purpose shall you serve, I wonder? Let's see, inventory. I'll keep you on broad swords for the time being, because pole arms are a little far apart. But you're also your bogarting armor that we can use on other people. Ugh. Like other people that are on patrol through the wild wilderness and whatnot. But, yeah, he wasn't really in my life terribly much in the more recent years, because he lives so far away and I can't really travel. Oh, 4 infantry. Good luck. So I'm getting somebody else along here, am I? No? Aku, Rafe, Willow. Good. So I guess at some stage he's become lesser in my, like, emotional landscape, and consequently his passing might affect me a little less than it would otherwise, but unless it really sucks. But you expect that much. But that might be... Oh, another one! Yeah, okay, yeah. Welcome, Clifton Cameron. Or Cameron Clifton, however you want to say that. Level 3 infantry. Okay, we're getting a lot of infantries, apparently. Bring us food, stone hammer, raw stone, wood logs, ladder, and dirt. Charismatic and courageous. That almost just begs to be put into some kind of military profession. I might put you in archers. We've only got 2 archers as it is currently. So let's put you under archery. And I'm going to have you sleep autonomously. And let's put you on combat training using archery targets. Eventually, we probably want to have these ballistae actually be manned. Right now, that's not a huge concern. And there's Seth, and that's exactly where we need more archers. So it's always manned. We haven't had an issue yet that our patrols couldn't take care of. But the moment that we do, we'll be glad to have those ballistae and the archers. It's like we always want to have at least one more line of defense than you historically have needed, just in case things go wrong. Oh yeah, that's coming along nicely. Now that we've actually got materials for it, grand. I don't know. I'm recording this like the night before I go to my grandfather's funeral. So I don't know what I'm going to be feeling like after that. It's a tender kind of subject for me right now, which I think means it's all the more important to talk about. Train dummy has deteriorated. Well, good thing. Did we not have those? I could have sworn those were both set to replace. Set to rebuild. And then, meanwhile, not siegecraft, we want military training dummy. Which requires more rope. Resender, I've got a job for you. Level up. Yay. But I think I had the worst of it for about the first 3 or so days, and yes, there was crying. I haven't cried for a good long while, but that was a good damn reason. And everybody's off to sleep. Sleepy down. But I think I'm over the worst of it. Like, thinking about it still gets me I had to have teary-eyed, but of course it would. Of course it would. I mean, it happened like a week ago or something, as I'm talking about it now. How I'll feel about it after that event, I don't know. How I'll feel about it a year from now, I don't know. It's always going to suck on some discrete level. But, life goes on. And, All else, at least I still remember him. At least I remember his laugh. You're just wandering around? Come on, in here. Are these set to rebuild? Yes, they are. Good. That's what they should be. Get in there and train up a bit. You don't waste arrows inside the archery range, so yay. Don't have to worry about that much. I want to get some more lights around here. But now that we've got a whole ton of cobblestone, we can build out and we can start determining where people's houses and dedicated profession halls are going to be. But for right now, from here in Edgington, as Paper viciously wails on this training dummy, hope you've all enjoyed, and I shall catch you all next time.